Today I want to show you how I made my track title Glare. It's been a while since I released this track, and I'm gonna play you a preview so you can get an idea of how this track sounds like. As you can hear, a progressive house type of trap. I'm gonna start show you all the elements from the intro all the way to the outro. And these are the main core for the break section. I had 3 layers, they sound like this with all the effects already applied. So we have 3 layers. I have a electric piano, a guitar sound, and a synth. So the first one sounds like this. It's panning to the left side, a piano type of sound. So the right one sounds like this. A guitar type of sound. And the last one, which is a synth. Next we have this pad, which is playing in the entire break section. It sounds like this. It is a sustain note. After that we have the bass line for the break section too. It sounds like this. Really simple sounds. Let me just check what am I using for this. I'm using Serum for this bass line, and it has a filter automation on the playlist as you can see over here. And I have an EQ from this EQ that I have on the boss channel for this bass line, which is just for, I'm just removing the sub frequency at the time that we're getting closer to the drop, just to create that tension, you know, removing something out of it and bringing back at the time that the drop hit once again. That's the idea for this EQ filter. And then I have these percussions. Let me just... It is a simple shaker loop. I also had this one. This one is a bit more glitchy type of loop percussion. And then we have the build up, which is, I'm using just one snare, as you can see over here. Pretty simple. And then I have this fill riser type of sound too. As you can hear, I'm also panning the sound left and right. And I have a volume automation click over here. And then we have the main melody. I have one layer for the break section and another layer for the drop section. So this is the one for the break section. It sounds like this. I'm using 4 layers to create this main sound. As you can see, I have some automation clip before the drop section for the same purpose, to create the tension. Another element that I have is this vocal shop that I'm introducing on the build section. It sounds like this. That's pretty much for the break section. For for the drop, let's start with the chords. Let me try to find them. I had the main drop section and I have like an outro section for the drop. So these are the two layers that I'm using for the drop section. This is the one that is taking care of the mix section of the frequency. And it's panning to the left side, and this is the one that I'm using on the right side. Which is also the one taking care of the high frequency. So this is the layer that I have for the drop. I'm using the same process for the bassline, 2 layers for the mic and the high frequency, and the third layer for the dedicated just for the sub frequency, just so I can control everything more precise, and also so I can have the high frequency of the bassline a little bit spread. So now let me play the kick and the snare for the drop section. It sounds like this. And let me add some of the percussion that I have over here. So this is the first section. I have an open hat over here, and in the second section of the drop, I have just another percussion. So this is the other 2 layers that I have on the exit section of the drop. It sounds like this together. For this section, I'm using the same MIDI as the drop section. I'm just using a different sound to have that variation in this section. Everything else stayed the same. Nothing extra that I can think of. So let's move into the second break. In the second break, I only had these 2 extra layers. This is the first one. Oh, excuse me. And I'm using the same scene that I was playing over here. It's the same. Really different automation clip over here. And this is the new sound that I have. It has a lot of distortion, as you can hear. After that, the same shaker loop. And on the build-up section, I'm panning the sound a little bit. Beside that, a couple extra layers for the build-up. A percussion sound and this other one. Like a conga type of sound. And I have this riser. Oh, I have a new lead sound, but the song starts on the build-up section. And this is how it sounds. So I have a lot of processing in order to achieve that sound. I have Convolver, EQ, distortion, snap head, Saturn 2, picture, EQ, stereo enhancer, OTT, and tremolator. I'm not sure if I use tremolator because I have a question mark over here, so I'm not sure about that. So let me just play the second build so you can hear the extra elements that I have over here. So yeah, as you can hear, it's a pretty simple track that I made. I started this project on December 26th last year. It took me a while to finish this project. I'm not sure how long it took me to get to this final idea, even though at the time that I decided to release it, I still thought about some thing that I would like to change, but at the end, I decided to keep it like the way it is. And I think that'll be all for this project. It took me a while to record this video. The track was released quite a long time ago, I think 2 months ago or something like that. I didn't want to get too much into the details of this project, but if someone is curious about how I achieve certain type of sound, just let me know and I will record a video to show some of the plugins that I'm using in that sound. So yeah, I hope that you like this video and thank you for watching.